Phil Foden is doing something that has never been done before in Premier League history. At the age of 21, he's now won 4 league titles, an FA Cup, 4 League Cups and 2 Community Shields. And as City are runaway favourites for this season's league title already, he's most likely about to pocket another winner's medal come end of this campaign. As I watched him and Haaland dismantle Manchester United with a hat-trick each, I thought to myself, if he continues winning multiple trophies every season, Phil Foden will more than likely end up being the most decorated player ever. And for a young City fan who was once their ball boy just a decade ago, it's literally like living a dream. Phil Foden has already enjoyed considerable success across his short career since stepping out of the academy system. And at this stage of his career, he has already bagged 11 titles. But he has a long way to go before even getting near, let alone breaking the record for the most titles won by a player. As it stands, these players are the top 5 most decorated players of all time. Is barely in the top 10, should he even be considered one of the best alongside Messi? My point exactly, because winning the most trophies doesn't make you the best player. And the best example of that is the guy at the top of the list. Would Dani Alves be considered the greatest ever? The most you'd give the guy is the best in his position during certain times of his career. But the best? Have a look at this. What do they all have in common? Manchester United, having won 13 Premier League titles out of 30. Only Blackburn Rovers, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, Leicester City, Liverpool and Tottenham have managed to also lift the trophy throughout these years. And similar to Man United, Man City have now gripped the Premier League trophy with an iron fist. Since getting the taste of winning in 2011, they've gone on to win their 6th title in 10 years last season. And as it stands, Foden's 4 league titles is already better than some of our favourite players in Premier League history. But similar to Dani Alves, having more trophies doesn't necessarily mean he's better than any of these players yet. So how can Phil ever catch up to those numbers? He broke the record for being the youngest ever player to win the Premier League in 2018 at just 17 years old, securing himself a Guinness World Record. Can you see him winning more than the record holder gigs? So let's imagine the best case scenario, with Phil Foden playing at a high level with Man City until the age of 35. And if City also go on a dominant run like their local rivals United, this would give him the best chance to rack them up. Manchester City have won 15 titles in the last 10 years alone, with Phil included in 11 out of those from 2018 onwards. So again, best case scenario here, if City managed to get another 15 titles in the next 10 years, then around half of that the following 5 by the time Foden is 35, he would have 38 titles, beating Giggs' 34 haul at Man United. To get close to the insane 44 and challenge Dani Alves, for a club like City, let's say they get 2 Champions Leagues similar to the Ferguson United era, then the usual accompanying title of World Club Cup that every Champions League winner also bags. That's 44 titles for young Philly. We're getting there. And to get the last 3 for a target of 45, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't have much hope for. England will have to win a few penalty shootouts. I know, that's a scary thought. This can be done with the Nations League or European Championships, or a World Cup, which could bring Phil's to a total of 44. It's my video, so I'm chucking in a bonus FA Cup for my guy Philly, as City have surprisingly only won it once in 2019. I'm sure that tally will increase. Foden has amassed 45 titles, making him the most decorated player ever. For sure, a lot has to go right for this to happen. But how many people would have even thought of Giggs ending up with 13 titles following his 4th in 97? Or Dani Alves winning the most titles ever whilst at Sevilla? Or even these two becoming the GOATs? But of course, football has changed. For Phil Foden, we wait to see, as he's with the right team at the right time. Till next time guys, peace.